Doggone it. Don't you hate it?
I was thought maybe I need to do the show open here. Hello, welcome to Big Talk with Wheeze.
Welcome to Wheeze Big Talk. How y'all doing? Thanks for joining us. I had everything set up. I sat here. This is the most calm you have seen me before show, what, ever?
Yeah, we sat here and had a conversation.
I sat here and had a conversation.
We did upwards of 2 minutes of show.
I wasn't jumping around. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't getting anything ready. And I realized I forgot to have my particular one thing set. So it's now set. And it's all.
Welcome to the show, Bruce.
Welcome to the show. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Hey, it's Take the Points. It's Super Bowl week. We can say it. We're not advertising anything on this show.
You are. I'm not.
Well, I am. But, I mean, I'm not using the Super Bowl name. We are not advertising. We're not saying this is the big Super Bowl preview show.
Infotainment.
Infotainment.
Yeah.
Infotainment. Exactly right. Probably a lot. Hopefully, golly, which do you think we're more of?
Depends on how our bets do.
Yeah,
that is all entirely dependent upon success rate.
Yeah. That may have been.
Because if it's down, it's probably more entertainment.
It may have been a bad. Well, you see, that's the cool thing. Our bets are split all the way across the board, so somebody's going to win in the group. We are going to have winners. We're going to have.
Are we pulling the old 800 hotline number days where you call in once, you get one side, you call in again, you get the other side?
Were those only 800 or those 900?
Or the 900 number.
Yeah, those were 900 lines that they were doing that.
How long it's been since you called a 900 numbers? I forgot there were 900 numbers.
Yeah, 900.
See, kids, back in the day.
What happened was this.
You shut off your cassette tape.
Yeah, you turned off your Walkman. You took the little headphones off. And
$3.99 a minute.
Yeah. Oh, did you ever call one of those?
No.
I didn't either.
Me specifically, no. I've been around like the old wrestling hotline days.
Really?
I'd be in the room when they would call. So,
golly, I just thought I thought for
no, I did not call any of the other 900 numbers.
I always thought.
Hi, Mom.
I always thought for $3 a minute they're going to sit there and not give me the. It's going to take me 5 minutes to figure out what score. For them to tell me the score. I wanted to say Ohio State, Indiana. And then they're going to have to run through half a dozen scores and stories before they get to that, and charge me $15 just to hear the doggone score.
See, about the time that hotline come along, I was one of the first ones to have like a Windows smartphone. So. Even pre-BlackBerry days.
We see now that was also back in the days of the beepers and stuff that would give you.
Never
scores.
Had a beeper.
Well, I didn't either, but I knew people who had beepers, and they would get scores on them, and they were the coolest people around. That's for sure. But it is Super Bowl weekend, folks. We are going to talk Super Bowl today, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. But first of all, let's tell you a little bit about some things going along this weekend, going in and around your community here on this beautiful Friday, February 9th. Might be a little bit of rain sometime over the weekend, but not a ton of rain. Should be in and out just like a thief in the night. Today at 10 a.m. at the Flora Public Library, it is Mommy and Me. The event is Mommy and Me. The Flora Public Library will be having a Mommy and Me story time this morning. It'll be a Dr. Seuss story. There are going to be plenty of stuff, crafts, playtime, stories, all kinds of things. Mommy and Me is a free interactive program for children ages birth to 5 years old and their caregivers, presumably their mommy. So enjoy that. Again, that is at the Flora Public Library today at 10 a.m. Up in Effingham today, now this one is today and tomorrow in downtown Effingham. They're going to have a Love Local downtown Effingham shopping event. It's a shopping extravaganza. Pick up a passport at the first store you go to, and then you earn punches for every $10 spent at different stores. You can stand a chance to enter a prize drawing for upon reaching $100. So if you get punches worth up to $100, you get into the drawing. This will support local businesses, cherish the local vibe, indulge in the essence of Valentine's Day pre-Valentine's Day weekend. Gather your friends and relish a delightful day in downtown Effingham, where many shops will offer specials and treats. Participating businesses, the Baseball Card Connection, Boots and Soles, Brown's Drugstore, Daisy's and Denim Boutique, along with the favorite things, Joe's Sippers Cafe. Our good friend Garrett Burris works at Joe's Sippers. Hazel Jane, Humbled Soul Boutique, Noah's Ark Pet Shop, the Beanstalk Boutique, the Thomas Shop, the Red Thread Boutique, WS Broom and Furniture, Company Furniture, and of course Village Wine and Spirits down there in downtown Effingham. Always fun. Again, that is Friday and Saturday. What else going on this weekend? On Saturday at the Flora American Legion at 5 o'clock, it'll be a Valentine's dinner. The Flora American Legion will be hosting Valentine's dinner Saturday from 5 till 8 p.m. The menu is spaghetti or chicken, spaghetti or chicken Alfredo with garlic bread and salad. The cost of the meal, $10 per person. You look like you had something to add.
Actually, no.
Are you going to take the lovely bride to a Valentine's Day outing this year?
Let's see, that's a week from.
That's a Wednesday. That is.
Well, it ain't happening this weekend.
It's next Wednesday.
We got a quad banger this weekend. Well, we don't do stuff during the midweek. We got basketball.
It's next Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's next Wednesday.
That's what we just said. So it's not happening this weekend.
Actually, I've got something in mind for next Wednesday, but I haven't told the bride yet about it. So
we got regionals coming up.
Yeah.
Actually, I may be limping at that point of the day.
You may be.
So yeah, probably not. Sorry.
So you can keep this in mind then for pre-limp.
Pre-limp.
There you go.
Limping worse? I'm not.
I like pre-limp. What else is going on, ladies and gentlemen? See, we can make all kinds of funs about. I'm glad our heads are not deep in the gutter.
They would never be there.
Okay, what else going on Saturday? Bake sale. The Flora Chamber of Commerce and the Legion Riders going to have a cookout and a bake sale out at the Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. at the Walmart there in Flora. Proceeds from the bake sale go to bring the Vietnam Moving Wall to Flora. Also, a food distribution on Saturday. The Grace Church of the Nazarene over in Salem. From 8:30 till 9:30 on Saturday. Distribution first come, first serve. Vehicles need to line up alongside Route 37, North Broadway, making sure not to block the roadway or any driveways. That's the important thing. You don't want to get the neighbors mad whenever they're about to give you food. Distribution begins at 8:30. Pull up your vehicle, pop your trunk, and now volunteers will place the food items inside. 1 box of produce per household. Produce boxes are distributed quickly, so make sure you arrive by 8:30 a.m. Salem Historical Museum is going to be open as well on Saturday. Also on Saturday at the Salem First Baptist Church, a earthquake preparedness seminar. Boy, you haven't seen the earthquake preparedness stuff for a while since that dude made the prediction about 20 years ago.
I say that was my junior high years, and I'm
That
not
was
a young
30 years ago. Yeah, I was working at the bank, and we had to do all kinds of stuff to get ready for December 4th, 1994, or whatever it was. Yeah, it's just nothing happened. What a jerk. The preparedness seminar will be at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning at Salem First Baptist Church. Andrew Strong will present on earthquake preparedness. He might also have some golf carts to sell. That'd be cool. Andrew does a good job on both of those. Big fundraiser on Saturday night. This is a big one. It's the Poss Music Works fundraiser and Aaron Stravaganza. It's their second annual fundraising party. The entertainment by Andy Jane's Honky Tonk Cabaret, as well as Taylor Steele and the Love Preachers. The dress code, Neon Cowboy Rockstar Formal. Neon Cowboy Rockstar Formal. So there, now you know. Have some fun with it. Get your glitter, your swag, your fringe, your fishnets, your bolo ties, and maybe your best rockstar chic. They'll be at the Lake Sarah Community Building in Effingham, or just west west of Effingham. It's the building near the dam now. Expect some cool raffles as well as silent auctions, a bake sale, dessert table, who knows. They will have confetti cans that I am promised. Also on Saturday, it is the ultimate Fleetwood Mac experience called Tusk. That's going to be out at the Effingham Performance Center. No fancy tricks, no gimmicks, just 5 musicians recreating the music of Fleetwood Mac to perfection with note-for-note renditions. Man, oh man.
I heard they were doing a concert up there for that, but I thought it was just a rumor.
Oh, really? Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah.
I guess it's for the real. Oh, I get it.
Like, how'd you not pick that one up, Bruce?
I'm so slow. I've been doing other things. It was just a rumor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That one's right in the wheelhouse.
You know, that was right in the wheelhouse. There's like a landslide coming right at me there. It was just, thank you. I appreciate it. At least I still feel terrible. That's again on Saturday night. They will have the music featuring the talents of, I don't think these people will be there. Mick Fleetwood, Christy and John McVie certainly won't be there, and Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks.
You can always do the hologram.
I guess they can do the hologram. I doubt also, since it is Tusk, they ought to have the USC Trojan marching band.
They should.
They should make an effort to get the Trojan marching band.
I mean, are you even trying if you don't?
At least, ask somebody who did play in a Big Ten marching band, The Trojan marching band's going to be a Big Ten band next year.
Yeah.
I know they're looking forward to it.
You know me, lifelong Big Ten fan.
Yeah, I know it. You've been a Big Ten fan all your life. Exactly right. One other thing on Saturday, the Effingham Animal Rescue Sanctuary, they call them EARS, hosting a microchipping event. On-site microchipping, it's a great deal, folks. Go out there and get your pets microchipped. Free will donation to do it. No appointment is necessary to go by there from 10 a.m. till noon on Saturday. It's at the EARS office, 408 East Fayette Avenue. That'd be probably just across the street from the Gabby Goat or something up there.
408 East, it'd be around there.
Yeah, have to be in that neighborhood. So there you go. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen? National Pizza Day. Every year on February 9th, this celebrates one of America's all-time favorite foods, whether it's thin crust, Chicago style, deep dish, or anything in between. Pizza is an American favorite. We love our pizzas, and they come in many varieties as well. As you nosh on your favorite pizza, here are a few pizza facts. What is the most popular pizza, Brian, of all pizzas ordered?
Like a topping?
Most popular topping.
Well, pepperoni.
36%.
Yeah.
36%.
That's always the safe option if you're getting a group pizza.
How many pizzas are sold in the United States every year, including frozen pizzas? I'm going to give you one or two each way, talking about a billion. In billions, how many pizzas?
5?
4 billion pizzas. That's pretty good. That'd be like, 10 pizzas for every man, woman, and child in the U.S.?
I was trying to do the math from me and then extrapolate.
More
I forgot I do more of the keto.
Yeah, I was going to say, you probably aren't eating. You might be.
We do a lot of cauliflower crust pizza, actually. And
that would count.
It surprisingly is pretty good.
No kidding.
Yeah. We've gotten it before, not told people that's what it was. They didn't even notice.
Wow. And then do they punch you afterward once you tell them?
No, I have big shoulders. Punch in the face, but people seem to
What percentage of all restaurants in the United States are pizzerias? It says right there.
I'm going to guess somewhere around roughly, approximately 17%.
I think it's 17%.
I was going to say 20, so
I think it's 17%. The first pizzeria in the United States opened in 1895 in New York City. And the first pizza in the world.
I'm going to guess that guy's name ended with a vowel.
Gennaro Lombardi.
Lombardi would count. That's an I.
Both do. Gennaro Lombardo. Also, the first pizzeria opened in Naples, Italy. I'll give you 50 years any direction.
13 something?
1738.
It's off by 4.
I had a pretty good feeling you weren't going to get that one. I thought that was, because I would have said 13, 14, 1500.
Are we not counting brick oven pizza?
I don't know. You would think surely people were making, just
I'm guessing
throwing.
people had flatbread and toppings.
Flatbread bag. Well, it's hummus. Wouldn't that count as a pizza? You know, the Greeks had it.
I don't know if I buy that 1700.
I don't think. Well, it must be. Maybe they claim it. They were the first.
What do archaeologists really know?
They not a thing. Americans consume on average 23 pounds of pizza per person each year.
Found it.
There you go.
In college, I would have every one of the local bars, like their nickel nights or dollar pitcher nights or whatever, on my calendar, and every pizza night special on my calendar. I went from 120 to 240 in 4 years.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good. Without getting taller.
No. Maybe, actually, I grew about an inch in college. But
Oh, well, see, that's where it was.
yeah, it was that inch that made the.
What else is going on today? Ladies and gentlemen, National Bagel Day. It's actually National Bagel and Lox Day is February 9th.
I'm on board with that one, too.
I like that one. Bagels are one of the few breads that are boiled and then baked. This creates a soft inside while keeping crisp outside. They originated in Poland in the 17th century and now sell over $1 billion worth each year in the United States. Scandinavians perfected the technique for preparing lox by curing salmon.
You cannot find locally.
Can't find lox?
Not easily, at least.
Really?
You can get lox spread, but if someone knows,
Yeah, you get lox spread in like some kind of cream cheese. Right?
Yeah.
I love good lox.
Oh, I do too. I say locally, like within our area of Southern Law. You go to St. Louis or
I don't know if you get lox. Yeah, I don't know where you get. Would you have to go to Evansville or say?
Probably Evansville is closest for us.
Wow.
Unless there's a Kroger's maybe certain times of the year or something, but if someone has a hookup, let me know.
Yeah,
I'll take a good
see
look.
that. I mean, look at that. That's a good looking sandwich.
I used to get next day bagels straight from the Linder's factory when I lived in Mattoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I lived just a few blocks away.
I see. Now that's cool. Linder's a good bagel. What else going on? Actually, this is all week. This is Have a Heart for Chained Dogs Week. I must admit, I was going through the pictures to pick out pictures for this. Oh, it's just awful. I finally found this one is about.
You didn't want to pay for Sarah McLachlan music rights.
Oh no! This was about the least sad. It reminded me that I was that we had a dog growing up chained up, and because we just were stupid young kids.
I've been looking into wireless fences now that I live in the country.
This was started by Dogs Deserve Better back in 2002. This woman, Tammy Grimes, pardon me, she was arrested for rescuing a dying dog on a chain. She and her friends then started the group in a national promotion to have a heart for chained dogs to end on Valentine's Day. So, it brought back just horrific memories for me. I just feel terrible. I haven't had a dog on a chain since 6th or 7th grade. I won't do it. What do you want to see on TV, ladies and gentlemen? It is high school sports tonight. Wood River is at Salem. That'll be on Channel 98. And El Dorado, how about that? I'm putting El Dorado on Wabash Catch TV maybe the first time in my entire tenure here.
Really?
Other than football, they're at Flora.
Okay.
El Dorado at
I think
Flora.
they're still searching for their first win.
They picked one up last week.
Did they? Okay.
They got their first
I know
win.
last time who was it that just beat them?
I was trying to remember who they beat, but they.
When I looked, they still had.
They picked it up, I think, over the weekend, Saturday night, maybe.
It's been a few days since I looked.
El Dorado at Florida, the new version of the El Dorado Eagles. How about that? I'm certain I'm not going to talk anymore about it. I'm going to stop right there. College basketball tonight. That's on Channel 100, by the way, if you want to see the Eagles on Wabash. College basketball, Dayton is a VC. Only 3 games Friday night, all together.
Not going to be covering the Mules going for their 8th straight win.
Yeah, they're on the road.
Friday? No, they're not.
Well, I've got them next Tuesday and Friday. Who they play Friday?
Edwards County?
Oh, no, I've got them Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday in Flora, Friday against Carmine.
Yeah.
So, I may have them going for the conference championship.
We didn't look like we were going into the halftime against Hamco. We thought we might be slipping that one up, but
Only 3 games of college basketball on Friday night. Dayton is at VCU at 6 o'clock. San Diego State's at Nevada at 7. That's on CBS Sports Network. The first one's on ESPN2. And San Jose is at Colorado State. That's on Fox Sports 1 at 8:30. NHL hockey, the Rangers are at Chicago. That's Brian. I'm Bruce. We're going to come back talk Super Bowl. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Chapman's Furniture has the best prices every day. You can find them open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5 and located at 210, 300, and 306 West Main Street in Salem. Chapman's features a full line of furniture, including Ashley Furniture, bedding by Sealy and Bimco, and the largest selection of rugs in Southern Illinois. They have a huge selection of recliners, including lift and power, and wallpaper and border in stock at closeout prices. Call 618-548-2221 for the best price around.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I'm going to switch over to that camera. How y'all doing? Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. I am Bruce Dickey. This, of course, is Brian Turner. You can see his stuff at imweeze.com, and I'm going to show the list here in a little bit. You've probably got a pretty massive list of bets already put on imweeze.com, haven't you?
It's actually, I take the points exclusive right now on that graphic.
Ooh.
I'll wait till after the show before I tweet it out. And all
Well,
that.
I feel
figured
very.
I'd throw the show up.
Thank you so much. That is so good. I feel very important.
Next, I
now.
started to tweet out, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to save this for the show.
That's very thoughtful. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? They take the points exclusive here.
Incentive to tune in live.
And actually, it's he's going to be adding as we go.
I added two after sending you the graphic.
He sent me the graphic at 2:30. Oh gosh, darn it! We're all right. We're shooting this on Wednesday afternoon. I just messed it up.
Yeah.
But he's at 2:00. He sent me the graphic, and he's already added 2 or 3 bets to it.
Yeah.
You can't be stopped, can you?
I really can't. I think they've had documentaries on that.
Yeah. It is, of course, Super Bowl weekend. We've been looking forward to this all year. Actually, not looking. We've been dreading this all year because it's the end of the football season. You hate to see the football season.
Bittersweet celebration of this beautiful game called football.
It is certainly, and the thing is, you could make it bitter or sweet, more bitter or more sweet, depending on how you do gambling on the weekend. right?
And if you fire as many bets as I do, it tends to just even out. You forget what you're rooting for sometimes.
That makes some sense. So you think Super Bowl weekend for probably 40 or 50, I'd say, what do you think? 60, 70% of the people out there who don't bet on anything, they might throw a little money at stuff this week or this weekend.
Oh, there's a ton of public money this week.
And there's a
Plays into some of your strategies when
people
you're betting.
think of public money, they also think of food. And when you think of public money, one of the first things that has become a huge wager over the weekend, ladies and
Will
gentlemen,
the opening kickoff be returned?
not that one.
No, not that one.
Performing the national anthem, ladies and gentlemen, there she is, the queen of country music, Reba McEntire. I could not believe that this is the first time that she has performed the national anthem at the Super Bowl. Did you realize that?
Sure.
You didn't.
I don't pay attention to the anthem, honestly.
You don't bet the anthem?
Only if I have information before it gets pulled off a book.
Oh, so that's cheating.
Yes, that's why they get pulled off books frequently. And I've noticed this week, after spending the 10 minutes of listening to podcasts breaking down the anthem, I can't bet it anyway. None of my books have
You
it
can't
right
find
now.
it.
Yeah.
You can't find
You
it.
have to go offshore.
Anyway, the anthem number for Reba McEntire is 90 seconds. The whether she'll go 90.
You give me 90, I'm taking the over.
Well, it's 90 and a half. I'm sorry like that.
Still lean over.
I would too. She has performed the national anthem at events, the 97 World Series, the 97 Dallas Cowboys game, at the 2017 Celebrity of Hope softball game. This has been heavily researched.
And I will bet that most of those went under this number.
She went exactly 1 minute 20 seconds in two of those, and just a little longer at the Cowboys game to about a minute 25.
Yeah, that's so under.
The problem is, usually she did those a cappella. Usually at the Super Bowl, they've got somebody playing with them.
And they tend to drag those notes on.
They tend to drag it out.
What's the shortest anthem of the last 15, 16 years?
In the history of Super Bowls, 14 singers have gone 2 minutes or longer, with more recent years trending up. In the past 10 years, only three have...
It's a minute 35 is the shortest one in recent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A few...
Mickey Guyton.
Kelly Clarkson, they both went over a minute and a half, yeah. So this would be the shortest ever since they started recording them. Let's see.
Country music singers tend to go a little shorter, but everyone drags it out during the Super Bowl.
Do you know a guy named Mickey Guyton?
It's a girl.
A girl
Yeah.
named Mickey Guyton?
That was recent.
Yeah,
2 or 3 years ago.
She was very short. Well, she was only a minute 39.
I thought it was minute 35, so.
Okay, yeah.
So, even longer than.
Kelly Clarkson, a minute 34.
Maybe she was the one that was the shortest. I knew Mickey was short.
I bet you it is Kelly Clarkson.
Okay.
I bet you. We always think that the big Whitney Houston was the longest one, right? Au contraire. Whitney only went 156.
She went the highest.
Aaron Neville went a minute 25.
Actually, Aaron might have gone higher. Aaron went high.
Yeah, Aaron probably did go very high. So there you have it.
Count falsetto.
Natalie Cole. I've never been a Natalie Cole fan to start with. She went 2 minutes, 33 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second time I've said it, as a member of a marching band, I tell you, the accurate number for the proper national anthem is a minute, 10 seconds. Get it in, get it done, move forward. Play the football game.
I've been trying to change the anthem, so.
The what?
I'm a real American.
Oh, no.
Hulk Hogan's entrance music. That or MOP's Annie Up.
Yeah. We're not doing either one. How about they had let's see. Billy Joel was relatively short. He hit the under when they started betting on it. So so if you had to pick, are you going to go at 90 and a half? You're
Over.
going what? I'm going to go over too. Yeah, I'll go over.
We just handicapped that way too much.
Another here we spent. We're going to get to football here in a second. Before we get to football, though, what's another thing folks think about at Super Bowl time? Food. Apparently, by the way, did you realize this is the most expensive Super Bowl to get into, like by double? It's $6,000 or $7,000.
Who was? McCaffrey. Ed McCaffrey's wife, Christian McCaffrey's mom. She is in the cheapest suite they have there because that's what they could afford. Husband in NFL for years. Son, one of the biggest superstars. And I caught an interview. She was on one of the Ross Tucker's podcasts this week. And they're in the bare minimum suite because that's what they can
It's amazing how high they're. I mean, getting into the seats are expensive.
Yeah.
It's $7,000 or $8,000 a seat, which.
Oh, that is a city that's probably not seen a whole lot of good football the last 2 years.
All right. Here, so if you're paying $7,000 to get into the game, you better have some doggone good food in there. Here are some of the items that they are serving at this. This looks pretty good. This is chicken and waffles. I think this is going to be in the sweets.
Those look like NyQuil caps on top.
You know what they are?
Honey, I assume.
Syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah, you squeeze that and the syrup will come down into the.
He's on a gel cap.
I hope it's not a suppository. Kind of horse.
That comes later in this.
Yeah. So you have the chicken and waffles going there. That looks pretty good.
Would eat.
I would. Here is the colossal baked potato. It is with a baked potato with macaroni and cheese and with crab claws and grilled lemon.
I would do illegal things to that.
I would not eat that.
You would not?
I would
Which part's
not.
the deal breaker for you?
Potato. I'm not going to eat potato.
The most versatile vegetable there is?
Not at a football game. I would hate to. If I ate what that is,
We're not talking ramifications later. That's for other people to deal with.
Ramifications later. The problem is it wouldn't be that much later. Oh, how about this one, folks? This is the nachos, and
so that's not Bloody Mary.
No, it's a Wagyu beef.
In the little cylinder.
That probably is. I'm not sure what that is.
I was assuming some kind of hot sauce or something.
Yeah, I bet
it
it's
looks like Bloody Mary with the pepper there.
I bet you some kind of peppered hot sauce. But yeah, it's a Wagyu beef nacho with fancy cheese.
Would eat.
Yeah, I wouldn't avoid that one. How about the hot dog, the foot-long hot dog with the fancy fried banana peppers on top, as well as all kinds of other fancy stuff. I think this was a braised beef on it as well, but I don't see much of the braised beef on the hot dog there.
Yes, please.
You're going to do that one? Oh, probably.
Do you try to do the when you do your Super
I'm
Bowl
not going to do
spreads?
that one because I'm not going to eat the banana peppers. Banana peppers.
When you do a Super Bowl,
screw
you
up
try
the
to
whole
match
thing.
the food to the city of the teams and all that.
If I was going to pay real close attention, I probably would. Yeah. Here's the dessert. I love this though. This one.
We can finally put the rest of all the freaking clam chowder.
Yeah. No. Thank God. Thank God. No more clam chowder. This is a would eat in a heartbeat. This is a donut with ice cream on it, and that is whipped cream, but also candied. The web there, the webbing, not webbing, but the
This
fancy.
is from the Food and Beverage Expo they did 2 days ago.
Yeah.
That's the Sunday.
Oh my gosh!
I heard about this one.
Oh my gosh! This would make my game. I would.
They call that the Sunday.
Yeah, this would be the best. This is the best looking piece of dessert I've seen.
Get rid of the whipped cream and I'm in.
Well, you don't have to have that whipped cream.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just on
just
the
a tell.
side, but you've got all that sugar on there. So there you go, folks. Now you know how to prepare for the Super Bowl. It'll be a good time.
If you're having that, my number is.
All five of them, it sounded like, right? You're ready to-
There was nothing up there I wouldn't destroy.
We'll be back in a sec with real football talk. Here it comes.
Hi, my name is Landon Carter, and I'm a financial consultant at Benjamin F. Edwards in
Dead
Florida.
mics. Nope,
Whether you're
not
planning to send a loved one to school, preparing for retirement, or passing your wealth to the next generation, we have the knowledge and perspective to implement financial strategies that will help you move smoothly through life's transitions. Here at Edwards, our clients know that we are fully invested in their financial future. To find out more, Cole Duke and I invite you to give us a call at 618-508-8050. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mud hole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. It's our weekly Take the Points show. It's a special one. It's our Super Bowl show. And we are going to break down the football game here in the next several minutes. And,
Who's in the game?
I think it was the Lions and the.
If you went to bed at halftime 2 weeks ago, you
thought the Lions were in. There probably were a lot of those late games. So, but yeah, it's of course the Chiefs versus the fancy Dan 49ers. Does that indicate who I'm picking?
I think it does.
I think it kind of does too. But anyway, here's what the line looks like right now. Actually, this was from about 2 hours ago, and it's on Bet Rivers. You can get different at other places. Shop, I think.
In fact, if you look at our picks, you'll see that you can get different because I think we have four different.
We have four different prices, and the reason I kept mine at my price is because I already bought it there. I thought it was gonna go the other way, but we'll get to that in a minute.
See, and I thought the opposite.
You thought it was going to go?
I made my bet 2 weeks ago and kind of wish I hadn't now.
I made my bet 2 weeks ago.
Literally, they were kneeling on the ball to end the game. The lines were already
You
up.
You went way too early. I went, wait a minute. I bet about 10 hours or 15 hours after the games ended, and you bet when they were kneeling.
Yes.
So we were both too darned early.
Yeah. Because the number I got is what the number still is.
The number opened at 2.
I got it at 2 still.
Number opens at 2. Starts moving.
Offshore opened at 3 at some of the sharper books.
In favor of in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And by Monday morning, it had moved to 1.5. By mid-afternoon,
there was some ones even.
It moved to 1. Well, yeah, that's where I bought it. I bought it at 1.
Yeah.
I bet it at 1 because I thought it was going to keep going Kansas City direction. Right after the Sharps saw that I bet, it was the automatic fade.
Yeah. Is that how that works?
Yeah. The Sharps, hey, the Dickey kid in Louisville just bet.
Yet, like you said, Bet Rivers there at 2. That's where most of the American books are. Some of the sharper books have gone to 2.5.
I think in Vegas, about half or more of the books are.
And you look at the Chiefs' last 2 games. There was big money against them over the weekend on Saturday morning when they played on Saturday, and then Sunday when they had that Sunday game. And the Ravens line went to 5 Sunday afternoon before they kicked off. A lot of money came in against the Chiefs. Some of that there's been a couple of groups out there on the Ravens, but some of it's been anti-Chiefs money. So when I saw that too, I immediately snagged it, hoping that those people was going to come in and push it to 3, and maybe even if it got to 3.5, and if it's still, I don't think it will. I don't know that it gets back to 3. If it gets to 3.5, I'm definitely firing back on the Chiefs at 3.5, knowing that I have the Niners at -2.
I will probably.
But from what I'm hearing, those groups may not be firing as big against the Chiefs as what they have been. I know a guy that knows a guy, basically. One of those situations that the late money may not be there this time.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you? Okay, let's all betting aside, all gambling aside. What's really? Sorry, we'll.
How do you do that?
We'll do that for 20 seconds. How do you?
I don't like this exercise.
How do you see the game actually going, though? I
Coin flip.
It's a tight ball game, isn't it?
And I think the Chiefs have notoriously started slow in some past playoffs. I think what the Niners do, as far as if you want an actual X's and O's breakdown, Niners love to play zone D. Chiefs eat up zone D.
Right.
I think they're going to have some early success. I kind of like the Niners adjusting second half a little bit. So, and you'll put up the list here later. But I've got a bet on the Chiefs, even though I've got a Niners bet to win it.
Yeah. What kind of surprises me, I've been surprised by how popular the low scoring first quarter has been, especially seeing
That's betting Super Bowl history there.
Yeah, I saying no points on the first drive, and that seeing the way that the Chiefs are going to get the ball.
If you've bet.
The Chiefs are going to take the ball if they win the flip.
I think
and San Francisco's, if they win the flip, they're going to defer.
Both teams will defer, honestly.
You think the Chiefs defer?
Both teams will defer. They have neither one of them have not deferred this year. No one is not going to not defer.
So basically, if they win the toss,
but no, the first half unders and stuff like that. You look at Super Bowl histories; they always come out, and the storyline is they're filling each other out. They're tight. They're experimenting with stuff. I mean, but if you look at most of those were just the Patriots. That's how they played.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Really serious.
So there's Super Bowl history, then there's Patriots.
You look at it, the last 23 Super Bowls, the Patriots were involved in. Oh gosh, 9.
Well, even these two teams have been there recently multiple times. Yeah. Well, Niners this is their second time back recent, but remember, their last Super Bowl win was '95.
It was 20 years, like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
29 is. It was
they were there 4 years ago.
It was before the Rams won.
Yeah.
They were there. They were there 4 years ago. They were there one time with the Kaepernick year when they had the Ravens beat them.
This year they got the Packers in the NFC Championship,
and that was the
Kaepernick
year.
ran for ungodly.
And that was the year that they had the blackout. By the way, you can bet on whether there's a blackout during the game.
Are you talking the game or the people watching? I can tell you which way to bet.
I got to tell you, I don't think that one will be provable.
I guarantee somewhere out there'll be pictures.
Yeah, I suppose.
You got to follow the right Instagram
I suppose that's right. Well, okay. So it's you. So you think it's just going to be a coin flip, and tell me why you're taking the Niners. Why do you think the Niners? Why are you betting?
I bet the Niners. Honestly,
is it because of the number?
I was picking off a number that I thought was not going to stay there. It turns out I was wrong on that one. I rarely do miss that kind of thing when I'm picking off a number. It usually stays. That was me betting immediately, gut reaction, not inside info or anything on it. It was just kind of going off some past stuff. It turns out I was wrong.
Let me tell you a few things about why let me tell you why I'm picking the Chiefs, and then you can just knock them down like. Well,
as Lucas pointed out, the Chiefs are my preseason pick to win this.
Knock them down like Pete Weber at a bowling alley or something like that. Okay.
Who you thought you are? I am.
Who do you think you are? I am. All right.
90% of our audience is going, what?
The running game is going on all cylinders right now. Pacheco's doing great. He's running very well.
Hope that continues.
I do too. I bet on him too to rush.
Yeah, we've got very similar bets that.
Yeah, we'll show you we'll talk about the whole list here in just a minute. So yeah, I think you've got an offense that's playing well. A defense, I think it's the best Chiefs defense in any of their Super Bowl run.
They are number 7 in DVOA this year, which is pretty good for the Chiefs.
Them.
Yeah,
for them, they're never that good.
Problem there is they're going against number 1 offense.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, and I guess in my own mind I salve that over by saying that Debo's not healthy.
I think he might be 2 weeks break here.
They might. It's possible.
The Chiefs are also missing 2 interior linemen too. So I mean, that's to me some pretty good offensive linemen. No one ever talks about linemen in their hand. No one adjusts points for.
Whoa!
But he's still.
Whoa! Do not sit here and disrespect Nick Allegretti in my presence. You will not disrespect Nick Allegretti in my presence.
Has played pretty well filling in.
Yes, he has.
He's still not Joe Toomey.
We're going to have
And we
to
talk about this
The
being a
show's
coin-
ending early, ladies and
Talk about this being a
gentlemen.
coin flip. If you play this game in an Excel spreadsheet, the Niners win. They're a 3.5 point favorite. You play this in Excel,
Yeah.
the Niners win this game.
Yeah. The problem also, here
We talked about this last time.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's
Pat Mahomes.
It's Pat Mahomes.
And you hate to throw that into your handicap. You don't adjust power ratings because it's Pat Mahomes, but
We've talked about this. How many years? I've known you since 2004. How many years have I told you I am never betting on the Patriots? And I never did. And I sat there and I lost money over and over and over and over because of Tom Brady. And I told you I'm not betting the Patriots because of Tom Brady. And Bill Belichick.
yeah.
And now I get to bet the Patriots.
And Andy Reid's right there with Belichick on it. I mean,
Well, that's right. So yeah, but Pat Mahomes is 12-1 as an underdog. 12-1 as an underdog in overall, and I think in the playoffs he's like 4-1 as an underdog or 3-1 as an underdog. If he's ever even been an underdog more than the last two times.
he has a few.
So he's like 4-1 or 4-0 or something as an
Of course,
underdog.
most of those were at home, but
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it. Let's tell what Lucas. You're taking the Niners. You got the number. I'm taking the Chiefs at 1, but I might adjust that later on. Tell what the other boys are doing.
Jamie's got the Niners -2. I said I got them at -1.5. That's what the number was. That number is available today. I saw it on Circa. The Chiefs +2.5 for Lucas. So, I mean, and that's the thing with this being in between 0 and 3. 1 and 2 are kind of considered dead numbers.
Yeah, we kind of
so it's bounced.
right now as a team we're 1 under 500, and if the number falls,
Actually, I don't know if that's
I moved it. I bumped it up from the last one.
okay.
Yeah, I put the.
I didn't know if last week's was on there or not.
I put the last week in there because we split again.
Yeah.
We split, so we're still 1 under 500.
So yeah, we're 2 of us on the Niners, 2 of us on the Chiefs.
But with the way the numbers are, we might be able to split
There's
it.
a
Who
chance.
knows? There's a chance so that we could stay under or go over. Who knows? But that's what we're. Okay, now let's thought we were going to do MVPs. Who you picking for your MVP?
I got Purdy at +210 for this exercise. Do not bet the MVP.
It's not a good.
If you go look at implied odds, the top 4 players are over 100%, let alone everyone else.
Oh yeah, they sure are, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think I've got the.
I did that today. Implied odds, you had
There they are. They're
Mahomes
there,
at
right there.
42.5%, Purdy at 32.5%, McCaffrey at 18.5%, Kelsey at 6%. I mean, those right there make up more than 100, and then you add in everyone else.
Yeah, so yeah, there's your MVPs. You picked Purdy, I picked Kelsey, and I did bet that. I put $5 on it to win 75. I've got no problem with that.
Again, do not bet the MVP.
Say that again.
Especially if you're taking a non-position player, don't bet parlays. You're better off betting the same game parlay on this than taking an MVP, because for Kelsey to hit, he has to do certain things. Purdy has to not do certain things. Mahomes has to not do certain things. McCaffrey has to not do certain things. I bet you can get a 10-1 if you do a fairly, even a conservative same game parlay for the criteria.
Brian, I'm
required.
getting 14.
Sorry, I was thinking of I was looking at McCaffrey's number earlier.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can do-
Yeah, McCaffrey.
You can do same game parlays you'll get a much better number.
Well, the reason that I took Kelsey is that he's just on such a hot streak, and right now his last 4 or 5 playoff games he's caught over 100 yards, and I mean, heck,
And he's media darling right now.
Media darling.
And this is a popularity contest.
It is a popularity contest. The voter, if he gets a touchdown or 2, oh my heavens!
I do want to note that Taylor Swift did not settle for Travis Kelce until Max Crosby got married. Just saying.
AFC West, baby. You guys love each other. All right, what do the other 2 guys have for MVPs?
McCaffrey at +450 and Pacheco at +3,000.
I like Pacheco at 3,000. Seems like a good one with the running backs. They don't. Last running back to win MVP is Terrell Davis. The last, but who's the last tight end to win?
Gronk never got one.
Trick question.
There hasn't been, has it?
Hasn't been.
Because they gave that one to Dion Branch that one year.
Yeah, trick question. No tight ends have won. So yeah, I'm looking really good. How about your props?
The two for the show, or you want to go over the full list?
We'll go full list.
Actually, let's do Lucas and Jamie's first. Lucas has.
Hold on. Before we do that, I've got a couple other. I saw some odd props that we did not bet, and I thought I'd show people some of those. Matched the Super Bowl to have an odd number. That's just crazy. I mean, that's not enough money. You're throwing money away here if you bet on that. If you bet yes,
That is, you're hiding money till after a divorce.
the octopus one I like. If there's a 2-point conversion,
I don't in this game.
why not?
Actually, I'd take the no, honestly.
3,300. That's so you betting what $100 to win 3.
Because actually, I think I may have bet it already. There's a 2-point conversion bet. I'm pretty sure I've got the under in my list.
Okay.
These are two very conservative coaches.
Any offensive lineman to score a touchdown? Yes, 33-1. No, at 100. See, this is look at the numbers, how badly they're juiced on these.
Yes.
It's just this is why he's telling you not to bet them. A quarterback to have a reception, that would be like the Philly special type of thing, or Lamar Jackson catching his
I
own.
was so hoping he would take that. Ravens were actually a lot closer winning that game than people realize.
They were, and they shouldn't have been that close. Any player to have a pass completion, rushing, and a completion or catch, throw a pass, complete, a catch, and a rushing attempt. This is basically the Debo.
The Niners have had 2 players throw passes. McCaffrey's thrown the ball some too.
Well, he'd have the opportunity for that. So that's yes plus 8-1. That's not a bad one.
I wouldn't hate pizza bet at that one.
And I wouldn't hate the pizza bet on the last one either. The sack and the interception. You think maybe Bosa? He's active.
I'm trying to think of the last guy to do that. Maybe Malcolm Smith.
Von Miller do it?
Did he? I don't think he had an interception, did he?
No, he had sacks, didn't
Yeah.
he? He had a bunch of sacks and all kinds of stuff.
I think Malcolm Smith might have had a sack the game he won the MVP.
I also, for some reason, I thought these were interesting, the punts. And I think it's interesting, the team, I love the thought, either team not to punt at 10-1.
There were some pretty good punting props available early in the week.
Really?
They got hit hard.
Really?
The books did not factor in elevation here.
Oh, no kidding.
So there were a lot of good over bets that got eaten up by some of the sharper guys. The
length?
Yeah, length, and even like over on the shortest punt was like a 38 or something like that.
Yeah.
Some of those bets they got before I could even get to them.
What is Vegas elevation?
2,000. It's the highest non-Mile High Stadium game Super Bowl ever.
I would have thought Phoenix was pretty high.
Phoenix was the next.
Okay. Well, I'll be darned. So Brian says, well, let's go over our other, and then I'll give you your list.
Lucas has Mahomes under 262. He's got the Chiefs winning, so he might be thinking don't have to throw. Which honestly, Mahomes won the MVP last year with 180 yards passing.
Right. Shouldn't have, but he did.
There is a prop out there for who has the most passing yards. If you like the Chiefs, look at that one too and take Purdy. Playing catch up.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Hurts had 300 yards passing last year.
Yeah. Well, for that matter, yeah. Jackson out through Mahomes last week, didn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
And then he's got Debo over on the rushing, over 16.5 yards. You'll see that's something on that later. Jamie's got McCaffrey, most rushing, minus 235. Boo. Boo. That's a huge number, by the way.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah. He's got time of first possession over 3 minutes and 15 seconds, minus 110.
That's the first down, maybe 2 first downs.
Couple, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, probably one would get it there.
What are mine?
You have Pacheco over 65 yards.
I think that's, I love that bet.
I like that as well. And you've got Harrison Butker over 1.5 field goals. I'm rooting for you there too. You got him at minus 120.
That's that 2 field goals by Butker. And that's done with something in mind. The Chiefs have been slow in the red zone lately,
And like this, they're very conservative. Both these guys are conservative. They're going to kick field goals more often than going for it.
And they're not
in that iffy territory.
Yeah, they're not going to. These aren't your Sirianni style, Dan Campbell style coaches. These guys will kick on 4th down.
Yeah.
That's and yours for this one.
For this, I've got seconds of shortest drive over 55 seconds, minus 130. And since I gave a heavily juiced one there, I went a heavily juiced, not heavily, but both teams to have a rushing touchdown. I got plus money at plus 125.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at that.
I was too. I saw that and I'm like, that might be one that smells weird enough, so it probably should be that, but.
Here is the list of in-pocket bets for Brian. Why don't you go over these, Brian? Tell us.
Like I said, we went over the game spread already, and I think the Chiefs, I just need them, a tie first quarter wins me that bet. So I think they can eat up that zone early before adjustments are made. And a lot of got some heavily juiced stuff that tends to pay off in the Super Bowl more than people realize. 'Cause
Right.
Everyone in the Super Bowl wants to bet a little to win a lot.
Yeah.
So some of these juice numbers aren't quite long enough. So I got a few of those, like the no 2-point conversion minus 140, either team to score 3 straight. That happens more than people realize.
Really?
Even that 17-17 Rams.
I saw that.
Titans,
I saw that either team to score 3 straight
that happens
times.
more often than you
I
realize,
wouldn't.
yeah.
I was kind of surprised by that.
And you
but
think a close game, that means the teams are evenly matched, so it's back and forth. That doesn't necessarily play out that way all the time. And that's touchdowns, field goals, or safeties.
you got the
The
no,
extra points don't count in that,
You've
obviously.
got the no 2-point conversions. Huh?
Yep. And that goes back to conservative coaches. They're not going to do too much early. I might have to survive 1 or 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, maybe.
Are you over or under there on the? That's not 0.5. That's over 0.5.
Over 2.5 field goals made.
Over 0.5 interceptions was the one I was.
Oh, on Purdy, yes.
Yeah,
that was picking off a number. That number is at least minus 130 everywhere else. So the reduced juice, I went ahead and took that.
Where'd you find that one?
I track those on my phone. Like I literally have to.
I think it's fascinating that you've got.
And Debo and Mitchell, those are correlated a little bit. Mitchell was only out there because McCaffrey got hurt last week.
Yeah,
the last 2 or 3 plays there.
I've been.
I think they stick with their stars this game. So.
I've been kind of. I've been hearing talk about Mitchell, the over under 1.5 rushing attempts. I've been hearing people running to the windows for the over.
On the over?
On the over, like the Mitch Moss and those guys are all running to the windows, because they think, well, they think that.
I think if something happens, you lean on your stars game.
It's the McCaffrey injury prone thought.
Honestly, I think if he goes down in this game, Debo's in the backfield. I don't think they risk it with Mitchell. And I say that. Mitchell owns the 49ers record for rushing yards in a rookie season. Mitchell's a decent back.
Yeah.
Not Debo. And this is the Super Bowl. The regular season game, absolutely take you over 1.5 on Elijah Mitchell.
I guess that's what, I guess that's, we're not going to have time for our last commercial. We have to blow through. But I guess that's my problem with the Niners is that their skill players injure faster than the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs' backups on the line are good enough to deal better than the injured Niners. I think you're going to have. I have a feeling that McCaffrey's not going to complete the game walking well. I think he'll be okay, but he just won't be healthy, and I feel really scared about it. I'd be scared to death about Debo Samuel.
I think the 2
That's
weeks,
a shoulder,
2 weeks
man.
off in a row
That's
is
a
big
shoulder.
deal.
Wow. That's a shoulder. That scares me to death. Having the occasional shoulder issue myself. Well, maybe that's why I'm scared for McCaffrey too, because I got knee issues too.
Got you there.
So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna have a good time, and of course, Gamble. He's got 9 bets, but you've got
more than that one.
Well, you've got 10, 12 bets.
Oh, I added Ayuk under receptions today, and I can't remember what the other one was.
Stay within your limits on the Super Bowl. Stay within your limits. Don't.
Just because it's a bigger game doesn't mean it has to be bigger bets.
That's
either.
exactly right.
The bets pay the same if you win or lose if you're betting the same.
And I must admit I have just as much money 4 units, 3 or 4 units is all I have out right now in this game, like I do in a regular weekend. I'll bet 3 or 4 games. It's fun. I've put them all together.
And I fire 15 or 20 bets a night usually.
Yeah.
I guarantee none of those bets are bigger than what I would put on a West Coast Conference under.
Yeah.
I mean,
Take it easy. Good luck to you. Have a great weekend, folks. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Thanks, Weez.
always fun.
We'll see you all next time. Have a great weekend.